Gawr. Gawr.
Your last original song, recently released, Ash Again, is a beautiful masterpiece packed with emotions. Can you talk more about the creation process, your input in it, and working with Casey Edwards?
The entirety of Ash Again was a dream come true. Would you say a pipe dream project? Like, you would never imagine it to come true. The team that I got to work with is like my dream come true team. So the process, because it's written by Casey Edwards, I had to chat quite a bit with Casey and kind of tell him I had to explain VTubers and my specific situation. I think he was aware, maybe, but also not at all. But yeah, I had to, kind of do a crash course on everything. And then also my specific situation and my emotions and everything, and what I wanted the song to be like, because songwriting is storytelling, I guess, in a way. Lots of meetings, lots of discussing the lyrics and the direction of the lyrics. I remember one thing that I brought up, looking back at it now, maybe a bit dramatic, to help describe my the darkest points of my emotions. I remember bringing up aerated water, which is water without buoyancy. So when you go for a swim, you'll probably float. Aerated water is water that doesn't allow you to float. So you can look at aerated water or water without buoyancy, and you will see danger signs that say, do not enter, you will not float.
Sucks you in?
I don't know if it sucks you in or if you just sink to the bottom. So like being in essentially, water that you can't get out of. Yeah, I don't know. But that came up a couple times, I guess, to help describe my feelings on certain things.
The first time I listened to it, it really moved me, and it felt like, oh yeah, this really feels like what she's feeling. Like I can imagine and perhaps also confirm that these are your feelings. And I looked at the lyric writing that Casey did, and I was wondering like how much you must have shared with him to get to this very accurate point. Even though it should have been obvious from the first place, I feel like it opened a lot of people's eyes, and like how much pressure you must have had through all these years. And I'm glad that you had enough courage to share that with people in this way, in such a vulnerable way. It's actually kind of a given that this would be the kind of state of mind you would be in. I feel honestly like nobody could blame you for that. I wish it wouldn't have been such a anxious experience for you. I wish it could have all been just, pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. But that's not the reality, and you were put in a very difficult position from the beginning. And so I think the song must have almost been a therapeutic experience, right? To let it all out. I am sure that while we could say that all of Myth was of course immediately bombarded with huge amounts of attention thanks to the timing also that we debuted in, even more than that, I am sure that being the #1 subscribed VTuber, not just in hololive but then also in the world, comes with a lot of pressure and anxiety. How did you feel about being catapulted into this position, not just in the beginning, but like has this feeling maybe changed over the years? Have you been able to handle it better, etc.?
Terrified. Well,
right from the beginning, or did it maybe take some time in the beginning where you were still like just in this like high, this joyful high? No? Okay.
From the start. I remember going and taking a walk. I don't remember before which stream it was, but it was one of my very first streams ever. And I remember going and taking a walk. I would walk by, just people randomly, and I would look at them and say, they have no idea that I'm about to go and like sing or talk in front of, at the time, what was it? 40, 60, 100,000 people? Like, they have no idea. They have no idea. Nobody knows. I can't tell anyone. I'm gonna explode. From the very start, it was pretty difficult. I had like troubles eating and keeping food down, so I was kind of working off of adrenaline fumes all of the time. So like I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. It was really hard to balance all of it, because obviously it was exciting and fun. I mean, maybe it felt this way for everybody. Exciting, fun, but terrifying, and everybody was trying to get their footing. I know I was. I remember asking Ame, like, how do I read the chat? How do I read the chat and know, how do I do both at the same time? I don't know what I'm doing. I can't keep up, and people are like, what? It was crazy. And I remember Ame just saying, like, you're okay. Like, it'll come. It's a bit of a skill. It'll come. You'll get used to it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, chaos. But I'm really happy that all of us got to do it together. Although I feel maybe towards the beginning, we were all so caught up in our own, oh my god, how do I handle this, that we didn't really get to grow close until later on.
Yeah, but I will always blame that on our situation being very different from other branches, first of all, because like ID and Japan, they live in the same kind of area. Even like in EN, future generations, they got the opportunity to even meet like all of them with Gawr in Japan way before they would debut, and they would make memories even before, and so I feel like the bonds were easier to get closer, while we were stuck in the middle of a pandemic.
Discord call.
Yeah. I feel like that was also the charm of Myth, that we were kind of awkward perhaps sometimes around each other. We took some time to bond and grow together, but we have a special experience that no one will take away from us.
It's
very
very
unique.
true.
Do you wish you weren't in this like #1 position?
Sometimes I think about it. Like, I do wonder if it would have, like, changed, I don't know, my stress levels, my path. But also, like, I'm really thankful for the opportunities that were given to me. I wouldn't change what happened for the world, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. That's
But
good.
I think about it from time to time. How would things be different if they weren't how they are now? But they are how they are now. And I look back and I look through that incredibly hard time that I went through, finding my footing, gripping my grippers as hard as I can onto my footing and figuring it out. I can say that I'm proud of myself for
I'm so happy
working
to
through
hear
it.
that. Because you really should be. You really should be proud. You've been put in a very difficult position and you made it through as long as you could, and you still ended up taking a very difficult decision to leave, which is also something to be proud of, because you have to at some point put yourself first, of course. And I always say this, I feel like it's been 4.5 years going on to 5 years. If you look at the turnaround in like normal jobs out there, like I can personally speak from like hotel jobs or whatever, people leave after 1 or 2 years because they just want to experience something else, or they want to move on with life. They want to go into a different genre, branch of work or whatever. You just want to see things from a different angle. But yeah, especially with Gubadiba, I think you're such a unique case where it's tough. We hear all this from you, and it obviously sounds tough, so no one can blame you. And even though I wish you could stay, and it's gonna be honestly a little bit hard to move on with Myth without you, I want you to be happy, just do what you want to do, and that's fine. Like, we'll send you off, wishing you all the best,
Thank you.
loving you forever.
Myth 5 ever. No matter where I end up or what I'm doing, I will always be supporting Myth.
Thank
Forever. Literally forever. Wherever you guys end up, wherever Myth goes. No matter what happens, wherever you go, I will find you.
What does hololive mean to you?
Hololive means growth to me.
Even though you haven't grown your body. Sorry, please.
Hololive means growth, internal growth, growth in my heart, growth in my confidence, growth in my skills, my patience, my everything, except my height. Thank you very much.